How you guys doing? Want to hop on here for a minute and remind you and myself that this world, this life, the people that you love, the people that you know, the people that you interact with, the people you do business with, life is about them too. It's about you, but it's about them also. Some of the happiest people. Jerry Acuff, my gosh, I can't believe you're in here. So grateful to have you in here. You are one of my favorite people on this planet. Such an honor and privilege to know you and meet you. So I'm seeing a lot of people that are donating and reaching out and helping. I have clients that are down in Texas and friends that are down there that are on the scene in Houston and the surrounding areas, genuinely giving back and helping people. So, you know, and ironically, or maybe not, those are some of the happiest people I've ever known in my life. See, the more that we give. Dale Childers, my brother, how are you, man? Love you, bro. The more we give to others, I wrote in my book that'll be released soon. I wrote a story about a guy that I knew. He's since passed away, and I'll tell you the story. It's in my book, but it's an incredible story about a guy named Gary. When I first, I've been sober for 15 years, and when I first got sober, I was going to Alcoholics Anonymous, and I met a guy named Gary that was one of the most unbelievable and incredible people I've ever known in my life. And he was all about giving back and helping other people. This guy was the president of a medical association, a global medical association. He was very financially set. He actually called his higher power, because he hated organized religion, so he called his higher power Harvey the Rabbit. 6 foot, what was it? 6 foot, 3.5 inch invisible rabbit. From the movie, I think it was Jimmy Stewart, was in a movie called Harvey, I believe. So that was his higher power. He was funny. This guy was one of the most incredible people that I've ever known in my life, and he lived his life. He lived his life to make other people feel good about their life. And as a result, he had so much hope and determination, and just the guy was unbelievable. You'd walk up to him. Now, this was a guy who was a mega millionaire. I'm not sure how many millions he was worth, but he was worth a lot. And you'd walk up to him and say, "Gary, how are you?" And shake his hand, and he'd look you right dead square in the eye, and he'd say, "Ken, I'm having the best day of my life, and not only that, I get to stand here and talk with you. What could be better than that?" And he would stay literally in the moment and focus on making you feel better about your life. I see all this crap on Twitter and on Facebook, and you know, about the North Koreans and about all this negativity, and it just makes me crazy. And I think about, like, you know, Dr. John Demartini. I have his book right here. John Demartini wrote this book called 2,000 Quotes to the Wise, and I was flipping through it earlier, and I looked at today and I looked at tomorrow because it's dated. They're all dated, and I saw that September 3rd, which I believe that's today. Whatever you are experiencing, you have been projecting. When you project all of the, you know, you first off, if you're watching the news, turn it off. It's not good. There's no good news. Leilani, hey, Oh my gosh. There's no good news on anywhere. Like you go flip on the NBC, ABC, CNN, Fox News, none of it is good news. So I don't either. I do not either. But I was watching something yesterday. I took a day yesterday and just chilled. But I was watching something and then they had this thing come on that was coming up at 11, blah, blah, blah. The whole world is coming to an end and blah, blah, blah. And there's 6 more hurricanes brewing out in the ocean. And oh my God, it's going to be total devastation. And oh my God, North Korea is testing nuclear weapons and they're blah, blah, blah. And they flew one over Japan. And I'm like, I can't take it. And I shut it off. I'm like, I can't take that. That is so much negativity. Hey Cindy, how are you? You rock. So listen, like whatever it is that you're experiencing, John DeMartini said in that book for today's quotes, like whatever, right, who's North Korea? Whatever you're experiencing, you've been projecting. And maybe not everything. There are some things that are occurring in the world that you didn't project. But the bottom line is you are projecting things into your life. And if you're, I was just scrolling through Twitter and there's, somebody posting negative stuff about Trump and there's somebody posting negative stuff about North Korea. And I have so many followers on Twitter and people that I follow that it's just difficult to go to each one and unfriend them or unfollow them and block them and all of that. Have you been through a Cat 4 hurricane? Absolutely, I have not. No. And I cannot even imagine the complete just devastation. I have friends that are down there right now helping and clients that are helping, and I cannot even imagine the pain and the complete devastation. I've seen a lot of it. And I've actually done some donations myself, and I want to help as much as I possibly can, just like everybody does. But I've been through my own hurricanes in life, metaphorically, and all I know is that the people that I see that are doing the best are the ones that have the best attitudes and projecting the best for themselves. And I am in no way would I ever say, hey, you projected a hurricane into your life, because you didn't. Nobody did that down there. But I know that my buddy Richard Trevino, who lives down in Corpus Christi, he was hit by that same Category 4 hurricane, and his attitude, I was like, dude, he's one of my best friends in the world. I love this guy. I said, dude, get out of there, get your family out of there, bring them to Ohio. You can stay with us until it all passes and then go back and see what's left. And he's the pastor of a church down there. And he said, Ken, I can't leave people that are counting on me here, man. I just can't do it. Thank you guys for sharing this. Danielle Rowe, thank you for sharing. There's Riel Cook. How you doing, bro? Andrew Vanelli, how are you, man? I know Richard didn't evacuate, but his energy, his spirit, his faith, his everything stayed on track. It stayed positive. I mean, I was calling him over and over and over saying, dude, it's like it's there. He's like, bro, stop listening to all of that. It's not all 100% true. And it wasn't. It was not true for him. He is an amazing man. He's one of my best friends in the world. I talk to him every day. Just finished his website, as a matter of fact. I did his website. It's Richard Trevino 2, the number 2, since he's Richard Trevino the second. It's Richard Trevino 2. There's Marie. Marie, how are you? I love Richard. He is amazing. That guy's attitude and energy toward life, towards everything, is amazing. He's one of the people I tagged in this video. So listen, whatever it is that the more junk you put out into the world, The world does need more guys like Richard. I agree with that 1,000,000%. John Harrington, how you doing, bro? How are you, man? Good to see you. So, look, just, do what you want to do. But if you're not getting what you want out of life, you can always change the way that you're viewing things. You can change everything. Sorry. You can change everything by the way that you're viewing everything. And one of the best ways to get yourself out of the feeling sorry for yourself, feeling like life isn't going the way that you want it to go, is to help someone else. Genuinely help someone else. Try to help somebody. Like, I'm getting ready to leave to go, and today's Sunday, and I normally make this all about my family. But I have a friend who's also a client of mine that's doing a big event in Columbus, and he asked me to come down there, and I'm coming down there. I'm going down there to support my friend, not because I want to go to a big networking event. I don't necessarily want to go to a networking event, but look, it's his yeah, help you move. Dude, I would if it weren't for this dang disc problem I have once in a while flare up on me, but I would anyway. But I'm on my way out the door here shortly to head down to Columbus to support a friend of mine. So look, you don't, if you make life all about you and what's in it for you and what you can get out of life, and make life about like, poor me, I'm not going, I'm not getting everything that I want. Stop doing that and make it about other people for a minute. Try it. Try getting out of yourself. Rhonda, hey! Oh my gosh, I love Rhonda. She's amazing. So try to make life about someone else, about helping somebody else, about getting out of yourself. My friend Carrie Kasem, her dad was Casey Kasem, the radio DJ that did America's Top 40. She's been down there in Houston, just like, she's just a badass. She's awesome. She's been down there working, and she lives in Los Angeles. Hey, Leilani, thank you. You're the best too. I love you. So, she's been down there in the trenches just working and helping and giving back and donating money and helping raise money for families and people down there. So, if you want a great life, learn how to make it more about other people first. Seriously, make it about other people first. Like my friend Gary, everybody he walked up to, everybody he met, he said, I'm having the best day of my life, and not only that, I get to spend it here talking with you, and what could be better than that? And Gary developed cancer, and he was at stage 4. He was in the hospital at the James Cancer Hospital here in Columbus. And he was in the newest wing of the hospital, was brand new. And a friend of mine, his mother was one of Gary's nurses. And Gary said, this woman walked into Gary's room, and he was at the end of his life. And she said, Gary, how you doing today? And he said he mustered up all of the energy he could. And he said, I'm having the best day of my life. And not only that, I get to be here with you in this brand new multi-million-dollar awesome hospital facility with all these amazing doctors and nurses around me. And what could be better than that? And Gary passed away a couple of hours later. So if you can have the best day of your life right before you're dead, before you check out, if he can do it, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. Right before he died, he said, I'm having the best day of my life, and I get to be here in this amazing hospital with all of you amazing doctors and nurses. What could be better than that? There's a very, very valuable lesson in that, because your attitude will create the present moment for you. And if your attitude sucks, and if you feel sorry for yourself, and I've been through so much crap in my life, I can't even, like, I've been through a lot. Like all of us have. I'm not saying I'm anything unique, because I'm not. But I do know this. If I have a poor me, bad attitude about it, my life is going to suck. It's going to suck. And I'm going to create more sucky situations for me to be in, which is going to create more sucky results. Go make life about other people and have an unbelievable attitude. And today, I hope for you that today you have the best day of your life. Thank you for stopping in here. I appreciate and love each and every one of you. If there's anything I can ever do to help you, let me know. Peace.